All right. All right, all right. That's what I love about these subscriber live streams. I get older and they stay the same age. Yes, they do. Someone asked for a Matthew McConaughey impression on one of the comments I had forgotten about from Jason Confused. So I'm starting this live stream as a thank you to all subscribers who have joined in on this journey. We had our 4,000 mark yesterday, 3,000 before that, and 2,000 on Friday. So we are steadily growing this channel, and I thank you all for that. Today I wanted to talk about Gamila. I believe this is how it's pronounced. Gamila is some sort of fish organ. What's up, Momo? Gamila, if anyone could tell me what that exactly is. I was thinking about very Moroccan moments I've had, and one was eating Gamila, and it was kind of like chicken, but not really. It had all these veins and things in it. I believe is fish ovary is what was communicated, but I wasn't in a situation where people could translate what exactly Gamila was. So I'm asking all 11 viewers if anyone knows what Gamila is. But it's a super interesting tagine, and I think it's a pretty typical dish. Salamo X. Update on quarantine. We got 9 days left. Inshallah. Seva kushi beher hana. Salam alaikum. Nice to see everybody. Hilarious and crazy. Nicely. Yes, I've been called crazy many times, but crazy in a good way. In Argentina, they would say loco lindo, a beautiful crazy is what I was called in Argentina. Is that someone in Michigan? Hello to Michigan, Midwestern neighbors. I enjoyed many times in Michigan, family vacations, music festivals, surfing even. Little known fact, Michigan is one of the Midwest surfing hubs. There's actually 2 surf shops in Michigan on Lake Michigan. We got salmon, but no Gamila. Yeah, I wouldn't equate salmon to Gamila. We got 2 surf shops, and they actually rent boards. So we could surf on the lake near Chicago when we have a strong north wind. It's a freshwater lake, so you need bigger boards. It's less buoyant. And we get a lot of waves with the season changes. So winter is unfortunately the best season for surfing in Chicago, but you need a hood, gloves, boots, and kulshi. Everything to go surfing. In Chicago, you come out with icicle beard, but in August, you get 1 day a year where you could surf with board shorts. It's like when summer is leaving and this big north wind comes in, and the water's still warm from summer and the heat and the sun, but then the wind turns the waves over, and the next day it's super cold, and there's still waves, but you're going to need a wetsuit that second day. So it's a different world of surfing over there. Andrea's taking a break today, only me. Hey, hello, kind of art. Yeah, it's extreme surfing circumstances there. Surfing the Great Lakes takes some dedication. There's few people that actually grow up around there and start surfing. It's a lot of transplants. Hello to Frankfurt. Speak Darija. It's hard to be put on the spot like that. I've put Group A, all the comments. I'm actually a little nervous on live stream still. I'm learning this, so I'm looking for questions for the Q&A, and in the meantime, I'm talking about surfing. So, wish I know how to surf. I can't even walk straight nowadays, let alone surfing. Beaches are closed, and Michigan, no surfing yet. I'm sorry to hear that. I heard beaches opened in Florida And I believe protests led to beaches being opened in California, but here in Morocco, the beaches are still closed. Favorite part of Morocco we talked about yesterday was the diversity, the climate, the landscape, the people, the culture. So check out yesterday's video if you want to see our favorite part of Morocco. Where's mejia? Yeah, fin la mejia. That's a good question. Fin la mejia. Stay in Morocco, Dima, Morocco. I have to go back to the United States after this quarantine is over. I hope you like the Moroccan flag. Hello. Now we're up to 44 people in the live stream. Again, this is a big thank you to everyone and an opportunity to ask any questions. I cannot read Arabic. I am trying to learn the letters, but I have not sat down and really studied it. There's certain letters I could identify which are common. The one with the 3 dots, I believe it's sh, makes this sound. Best time of the day for surfing depends where you are, depends on the break, wind conditions, tide. It's a very complicated thing, so you can't say best time of the day for surfing. But in terms of limit of negative effects on your health, sunrise and sunset, depending on where you are, you'll have less sun in the eyes and less sun on the skin. So always at the beginning and end of the day is best for surfing. Yes, I visited other cities in Morocco. I spend a lot of time here by the coast between Imsouane and Agadir, but I've traveled to Marrakesh many times, and from there we took a trip east to Merzouga and stopped in Todra Gorge, been up to Tangier and Chefchaouen. One time I took a train from Marrakesh to Tangier overnight and took a boat up to Spain. That was a fun trip. And another time I flew into Tangier, took a trip to Chefchaouen, and then from Tangier I took a train to Marrakesh again and then down to Agadir. So these are my flights. Oh, I read flights, so now I say flights, but these are my cities I've traveled to in Morocco. Is Morocco expensive? Some things in Morocco are expensive, some things are cheap. Clothes I find to be surprisingly expensive, especially secondhand clothes. You could often find cheaper secondhand clothes in the United States. I'm not sure exactly where I'll settle in. I kind of live a bit of a migrant existence at the time. People said, oh, well, you call yourself an expat or an immigrant, and I identify more as like a migrant, seasonal traveler. I am lucky to have the opportunity to do that. Thank you for the support. Thanks for checking out the channel. Again, requests for content would be great. We're limited with this quarantine, so we're doing the best with what we got. That's why we open up these live streams as a question and answer opportunity. It helps when I have someone here to kind of field the questions, but I'm doing my best to see with what pops up here. Great. Everything is cheap in the U.S. For example, we bought the same item from the U.S. and from Canada. Yeah, some appliances and things like that could also be cheaper, but rent is definitely more affordable from what I found in Morocco. Other cost of living, gasoline is actually cheaper in America. I've traveled around the world, and America is some of the cheapest gasoline. I wonder how. Next, looking forward to flights to Marrakesh. Yeah, flights to Marrakesh soon, hopefully. Flights will resume. I cannot say that, but a friend has a flight booked for June to Canada, so I think we're hoping the borders will open up in June. This corona thing has ruined the whole world. It's definitely changed it, and we gotta be careful how we're living our lives. Yeah, what about the Gamila? What is it? Can someone tell me? But yeah, Corona changed the world. I'm hoping in June to be able to fly back to the United States. And I'm from a suburb of Chicago. And that is where I hope to fly to in the summer to go back and celebrate the 4th of July, America and Independence Day. The internet in Morocco is pretty good. We have 4G on the phone a lot of times, and we get good service everywhere. And it's easy to top up. You go to a store, you get 50 cents, $1, $2, $5, $10, $20 worth of credit to put on your phone, and you get about a gigabyte of data per dollar. So 10 dirham will get you a gigabyte. We have 5G in the U.S. I hear about that. I don't know. Everyone's always posting about 5G, dangers, caution. I don't know anything about that. Uja, where's Uja? We could take a trip. Yeah, Chicago has a surprisingly big Moroccan community. This summer I had the opportunity to go to a Moroccan restaurant in Chicago with my grandma and my mom. And I think the restaurant was Shukran, or there's two, and they're right next to each other. It's like a very Moroccan neighborhood around Devon. 5G caused the coronavirus. I don't know. But the Moroccan community in Morocco is surprisingly strong. Good jokes. Gamila is a pot mixed with vegetable. Agro is in the house. I saw Ujas. We had the caution of the Moroccan woman last night on the episode, so I don't know if I'm looking for a Moroccan wife right now. Rent here in Morocco could be from 2,000 to 3,000 dirham from what I have found. Trying to get the top chat. Questions are coming in. Unless you make surf videos, and how do you make money in Morocco? I think I'm going to make a video about my work, and it will serve to show how I make a living here, as well as maybe other people would be interested in the... Please, Darija, you guys think I speak way better Darija than I do. I could get by in the street, but if we want to have a conversation here, then I need to speak in English. Yes, I did get a stimulus check. I was lucky for that. No, Gamila cooking pot. No, it's a tagine, and it's like fish organs. I know Gamila cooking pot. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, USA stimulus check. They gave a lot of money out to tax-paying Americans with my job. I pay taxes in America, as that's where the money goes to. 1,200. Rent should not be more than 500 USD in Morocco for an apartment. Yeah, for 500 USD, you will get a nice apartment in the villages here. I don't know what the cost of living is in the cities. Yes, Corona exists. Your Arabic is not bad. By the way, you can have a phone plan for $20, 25G for unlimited phone calls. That's pretty good. That's much cheaper than it is in America. Yes, I've done my taxes. Yes, Atman, I got your message, and I've been busy today, but I really like the recording. I like how you say to introduce yourself. This is something that I really need to do, and then I could show that off on the next live stream. I like how you said that you're in this village near Casablanca. I want to be able to speak like that. In a touristic village, rent cost heavy. Yes, this is true. Dunkin' Donuts, I do not miss too much. I used to enjoy a little espresso from them every now and then, but I do not miss Dunkin' Donuts. They got good coffee and tea here in Morocco, and Moroccan donuts are very good and fresh. What do you like best here in Morocco? The donuts are really good. You get donuts on the street for 1 dirham. Excuse me, Moroccans, I'm going to have a glass of water. Someone said I shouldn't do that yesterday, but I'm not fasting. I'm going to have a sip of water. Starbucks, thumbs down, too much money. Gamila is just a mixture of food. Gamila undefined. But what was it I was eating? It wasn't fish. It wasn't meat. It was some sort of organ. Yeah, happy Pa. This is our party right here. So thank you for coming to the party. 200 USD for a house with balcony, close to Breeze Ocean. That's good, I think. Yeah. One thing, please study, teach the children of Berber English. Study is what you do to learn. To help someone study, you teach them. So to teach the children, I would love to do a project like that. Love to collaborate with another Moroccan YouTube educator who is out there in the mountains. I've seen videos where they're making videos about nature that you could learn English and Darija from. And I understand the value of the English language. This is something I realized many years ago, and I felt this calling to share the language. So if you guys could put me in contact with some people where I could do the most good there, I would love to come help out and help open doors for other people. Because again, I was blessed to grow up outside of Chicago learning a language that has a lot of opportunity in the world for doors, for education, for business. So if you guys know anyone that would make a good collaboration, please let me know. Atman, I will be reaching out to you about those voice chats to introduce myself. So much nice, please proof. What do I not like about here? I addressed this yesterday in the video, was the trash and the litters. The number one thing to think about. Are you Obama's neighbor? Not in Chicago, no, but he is from there. أنا إذا شوية عربي من أمريكاني أنا أستاذ اليوغا أنا أستاذ الإنجليزي أنا عندي لهية عن أشرب مجيا أنا أقول بزاف ديما أنا فرحان ديما أنا سعيد. In terms of the Amazigh language, I know when I was learning this, he said we start with the sky when learning the Amazigh language. And he said, Igna, and this is the sky. Duolingo to inspired for techniques teach English. Yes, this is good. I got to get the whiteboard I have. USA, I miss my family for sure. Lost my headphones. I look forward to going back and having a nice meal with my family, but I do not see myself staying there long term. Thank you. I studied language in university, so I think part of my brain just kind of makes sense of it a little bit. I studied Spanish for many years, and this, I think, helps with the Moroccan, because it kind of opens up another part of your brain already to second language. I said Moroccan, but Darija, Amazigh, French, a little bit of everything. Even German language I learned here in Morocco, because it's such a mixing pot. Everyone loves Morocco, and they come, si yo hablo español mucho mejor que yo hablo árabe. I just missed some questions. No student loans. I was very lucky to have a scholarship to university and some very supportive family to help me get through without student loans. We need live every time with you. Every 1,000 subscribers, I will do a live video, a live Q&A. Crazy, my question, what you learn in Morocco, how you find my country. I learned so much in Morocco, life lessons about relating to other people, how to connect when you feel like an outsider necessarily, and the power of just believing, It was hard to get to Morocco, but it really taught me, inshallah. You have little control over how your life is going to plan out. Like this whole YouTube thing is all inshallah, this was all just magic that happens here in Morocco. So a lot of just manifestation and things that have come here from Morocco. It's amazing. Soccer, basketball all day. No way am I playing soccer. As I played for 1 year growing up, I was like, this isn't for me. Basketball I played as a kid from kindergarten to like 8th grade, but then we had the team you had to try out for in 7th and 8th grade, and I was short. I was a late bloomer, I was really small. I was like 35 kilos or something, not a great basketball player, so I didn't make the team. So I became a wrestler. I was wrestling like the 35 kilo weight class. I don't think wrestling is a popular sport in Morocco, more boxers and kickboxers for sure. But wrestling is a very popular sport in America, and it's not like the wrestling you see on TV, the professional wrestling, which is still a very popular thing in America. I watched that as a kid, and it's still very popular to this day. I mean, The Rock went on to be a movie star. I was a big fan of The Rock when I was a kid. He's like inspiration for sure. Any news on flights to Marrakesh? I have no idea on flights to Marrakesh. We talked about this earlier. We all hope people could get back to Morocco. There's a ton of Europeans here. I see lots of vans stranded at the beach with like just whole colonies of people living together in their vans with European license plates because the borders close so suddenly. And if you're in the south of Morocco, you can't anticipate these things to develop so quickly. The situation went from just borders close to Spain, which is kind of the land route for a lot of these vans, to all borders. And I think a lot of people felt the same as I did, that like, yeah, we'll ride it out here in Morocco. We feel good here, Those people could have left their vans abandoned. Germany was paying for the flights for Germans that were stuck here to go back to Germany. And then the United States, their evacuation flights were $1,500, the first one that came out. And that was the repatriation flight. And then another one came, and it was like $600 to London, and you had to then fly to Chicago from there. I am an English teacher, and I also teach yoga. Is Morocco safe? Yes, I feel safe in Morocco. At first, I was unsure, and I was skeptical, as you should be in any new place. Trust has to be earned. So I always kind of was more on alert when I first got here, but now less. I feel safe. But now that I'm famous in Morocco, I got to be looking over my shoulder a little bit more. Andak, be careful. Make another visit to Morocco on the news. We keep hearing New Morocco, you think so? Yes, I will be back to Morocco. Ana Andi Lehia is Amazigh is Neki Dari Damat. Neki Dari like house. What our city? I am near Agadir. I lost that comment about the Lehia. But so I'm an English teacher. You asked about how I make a living here. I teach online to Chinese children. Tamrat. Having stage fright? Yeah, I have stage fright. This is something new for me. It's this happened all very quick. I went from having like no subscribers to 5,000 subscribers just with coronavirus here, so I'm grateful for that. I'm not a Muslim. I like whiskey and, whiskey and cola too. I do enjoy a whiskey and cola. Why didn't you choose Dakhla as a place as his best place when it comes surfing? I heard Dakhla is only for windsurfing. I've never been windsurfing. I always enjoyed just surfing and paddling and being on my belly in the sea. It's just this connection to it. And I was a swimmer too. I talked about being a wrestler. After I was a wrestler, I started playing water polo, and I was a swimmer then too, so going to the ocean and surfing was a nice transition after that. I did not do Ramadan. I tried one day of food fasting, but I still had liquids. I feel a little funny, like doing Ramadan as a non-Muslim, like strict. It just doesn't feel right to me. Thank you. Let's see, comment in Arabic. I don't know what it says. This would be cooler if I was playing video games or something. There's people that like get a lot of followers just playing video games. So if someone's got a Super Nintendo, that would be super cool. I don't know if you got Super Nintendo in Morocco, but if you do, hit me up. We'll play some Super Nintendo. I used to really love playing video games, and then I stopped, but if people would watch playing video games, it'd be super cool. Yeah, activities near the water are great. Love fishing as well. I grew up doing a lot of fishing, fell out of it for a little bit, but I always find peace near the water. If you need any help, you can ask Akro. Yes, always ask. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. Thank you for League of Legends. I've never tried it. Do you like PUBG Mobile? I do not know what PUBG Mobile is. Super Nintendo is good. How Moroccan people are different from USA. Blah, blah, blah. Wow. Hold on. I got to go back to live chat or top chat. I need an assistant here. Hey. And what are you from? I think that you mean to ask, where are you from? What is not a place? Where is when we talk about place. What is more for things, for this or that? Can you teach me yoga? Inshallah. Yoga, there's plenty of YouTubes on yoga. Again, drinking live. I know you told me not to do that, but sometimes a little sip of water helps when you're nervous talking. It's common on interview shows. Thank you for sharing the channel on your Facebook. I really appreciate that. That helps me so much. Nintendo, you need a haircut, mate, or is this your sway? Someone said I looked like Tom Hanks from Castaway after 2 or 4 years, so I think I'm just kind of going with this look until after quarantine. From the combination of spermatids and egg. A few months ago, Facebook. What Facebook group? I'm curious what Facebook group you heard about this channel from. That is interesting. Run, Forrest, run. Exactly, that's the look I'm going for. Things happen. Been called Tom Hanks many a times. For many years, some people say, oh, you look like Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks in Big, but now Tom Hanks as Forrest Gump and Tom Hanks in Castaway mostly. Can you buy booze in Ramadan here in Agadir? Yes, I believe so. There was rumors that they were going to close the shops. I'm not a big drinker myself, but I believe there's still booze flowing around Agadir. Hello, McKenna. I like that. UAE, we're stuck here away from our home. Hey, are you Moroccan, Yasin? Hopefully you could get back soon. This coronavirus really put us on these islands, and it really reminds me of that. Mac Miller lyric, which is always actually this lyric from another song, that the world's so small till it ain't. And that's how it feels right now. The world's so small till it ain't, and we're all just like in our small place now, when before we had this ability, not everyone had this ability, but some of us could move around. You're very welcome. Thank you. I feel very welcomed in Morocco. In the first 2 weeks, I said, I love Morocco. And my surf instructor said, Morocco loves you. And that made me feel very good. And I felt it was true. And you guys are showing that as well. So thank you very much for that. Teach us how to raise consciousness. I on your own for that one. Raising your own consciousness is your own practice. Of course, the techniques are out there: meditation, breathing, things like this. There's many pathways to raising your consciousness. And that's that's a deep question there. You should go visit the Southwest. I would love to. I got a friend that's in Dakhla right now for the quarantine at a camp, and I would love to take a road trip down there after all this is done. I'm from the state of Illinois in the United States, and Illinois is famous because it is the home of the third biggest city in the United States, which is Chicago. And Chicago is famous for its crime history during Prohibition, when alcohol was illegal. They had famous gangsters like Al Capone, the Great Chicago Fire. So we have a big city in one spot, and then the rest of the country, rest of the state is cornfields. Until you get to the south, there's a little bit of forest and some texture. It's like the top of the Ozarks, if you've seen that Netflix show. But Illinois is a funny state. It's supposedly one of the most corrupt states. That's where we had our governor sent to jail, and Cook County, which is the city of Chicago, is nicknamed Crook County, and it's probably one of the most corrupt places in America is Illinois, the government on all levels. But Al Capone used to run that city. They'd have speakeasies where there'd be secret bars, and I can see that happening in Morocco too at times. There's probably been speakeasies. I don't know. Maybe some of you have been to one. Yeah, Boardwalk Empire, for example. I think they go over to Chicago. Please speak Arabic. Okay. This is where I need Atman to be helping me with that introduction as he sent me. Been watching your videos. I'm Moroccan living in Canada. You made me want to go back to my homeland. Great, man. Morocco is great. Canada is awesome, but you got to go where you're called to. And I don't even know why Morocco just called me so much in the first place, but it does. And it's like your happy place. When you find your happy place, you want to go there and you want to stay there. And do your best there. You feel like you're a piece of the puzzle, like you fit into this greater, I don't know what to call it, this greater vibration or so. I felt good here, and if you feel good in Canada, that's great, but if you feel called to Morocco, definitely come back to Morocco. Can you teaching us anything? Can you teach us anything? Teaching, in, this ending in, is what we do right now. I am talking now. You are listening now. You are watching now. I hope you are learning now as I am teaching now. So things that we do right now, we add that in. So for example, can someone give me an example in the comments? There is an explanation, the sun and food. The sun is shining. The sun shines as well. It always shines. But if the sun is up, the sun is shining. The sun can go down, but still the sun always shines. Hello in Casablanca. Hope to visit there one day. I learning. Great. No, I am learning. So when we use ing, we have to use the verb to be. I am talking. So it's not I talking, I am talking. I am watching. Don't forget that am. I am. So it's I plus to be. I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, and they are. Yes, you are watching. Watching is spelled W-A-T-C, It's really hard. H-I-N-G. This is American Sign Language, but you guys don't understand that. So yeah, in is a continuous action. I am thinking. I am dreaming. I am feeling. You are learning. You are definitely learning. We'll get the typing. Maybe someone could type watching. Yes, Yusuf just spelled it right. Watching. You are watching. I am watching the comments. We are learning. Maro L, you are right. I feel good when I'm Morocco. When I'm in Morocco, there's something about that place. Tell me how to learn English fast, please. The best way to learn English fast is to go to a space where people speak English. English country could be a thing, but also if you get a job in a hostel or somewhere in the tourism industry when it opens back up, especially when you have interaction with the guests a lot at this place, this is going to be your best way to learn English. Not being afraid, this is going to help you to learn English. Make mistakes. Always practice. Watch videos. This is my advice to learn English fast. Surround yourself in English. Listen to English music. There's a ton of movies, TV in it. So I believe in you learning English, absolutely, but you need to put yourself out there, to surround yourself in it, to immerse yourself in it. One of the reasons I came to Morocco was to get better at surfing, and I couldn't do that in Chicago. We talked about surfing in Chicago earlier in this question and answer, and there's only a few days a year when I could surf, and I was working, so I couldn't go surf. So I came to Morocco to immerse myself in the surfing. And when you immerse yourself and do something every day, like study English, like learn one word, or meet one more person that speaks English, this is how we're going to learn and accelerate the process. You are drink mejia. I am not drinking mejia. I am drinking water. No, I am not drinking mejia. I admit, you came to Morocco for the good weed. No, I come from a place where it's legal. I could go to the store and it's no problem. I wouldn't leave and risk in any issue. I don't want to break the law. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to stay in America where it's legal and there's plenty of that good stuff. I was responding to a comment. You guys could probably put together what that is. Yes, I had saved money before coming to Morocco. It was a necessary thing. I'm not that brave to just go to a country and just be like, yeah, I got no money. Let me see how this goes. I had worked for 4 years without traveling or anything, working every single day, variety of jobs, and I saved up money before I came here. How much money I make this month from YouTube? $0. I've been teaching English every day. Yes, what Pure Gaming said. Yeah, I made $0 from YouTube this month. My account's not monetized. One day, hopefully, inshallah, the account will get monetized and we could use that money to invest in further videos and to help fund these projects, like if we're going to take a trip to do some English lessons somewhere. What did you heard about Morocco and what you discovered? What have I heard about Morocco and what have I discovered? I had heard a lot about Morocco. I had heard it was a tolerant place that was full of mystery and intrigue, that has held a special place in the world for many years as a crossroads between many cultures. So this is why this place is very magical, I believe. There's a lot of history here. And I don't know, it's Morocco. It's Morocco. My friend Carlos would appreciate that. She's going to cook this evening. We're not sure what we're going to cook this evening. Travel around Morocco and other countries. Yes, I would love to travel in some other countries after this is finished, but I also don't want to alienate Moroccan YouTube viewers. You know, I want to keep making content that people enjoy and watch, and if that could go to other places, that would be great. What does the word mean, however? It's almost like but. So, however is like walakin. However, let me think of a sentence in which I could use however. I would love to go to Spain, however, the borders are closed. So, however, also can be however you want. It could be anyway. However, what does the word mean, however? Let me think of some more situations in which we could use however. Maybe someone could type one. Someone's got a translation there. Yusuf, I can't read that in Arabic. I wish. In spite of. In spite of is good. Where you came from? USA, Illinois, near Chicago. The border is closed. The border is closed. Like it closed, you need the D on there. I want to go to Spain, yet the border is closed. Yes. Walakin is Arabic translation, but I love USA. It's good to put an article. Whenever we use a noun, a person, place, or thing, use an article. So I love USA will be I love the USA, because there's only one USA. I love the USA. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the opportunity to teach here, by the way. I live in Vernon Hills, Chicago. All right, I'm from Schaumburg, Hassan. We are near each other there. I used to play water polo and coach in Vernon Hills. Brooklyn, New York. What's up, Brooklyn, New York? What do you think of Bill Gates' vaccinations, Mark of the Beast? Yeah, I'm suspicious. I'm not down with that. It's weird. I wish there's another way. There probably is besides vaccine. Again, not scientist. Avoid that. I'm not into it. Quickly reach 100,000 subscribers, inshallah. Yes, let's hope so. I hope we're getting some subscribers now. We're at 122 viewers, 164 likes, so it's super awesome. Is however walakin or is it but? And is but and however the same thing? This is a finer point. I teach English to children, so these deeper things are good. If anyone can help here, that would be awesome. But for me, I'd use it like but as a negation. Amazigh people, great. Agadir, great. Atlantis is in underground or Moroccan land. That would be a cool YouTube episode as we go in search of Atlantis. We'll get a shovel, head out to the Sahara, and see what we can find. This would be awesome. I really hope we could find some Atlantean mummies. But yeah, I love cool stories like that. I got into alternative Egyptology and things like that, and that was strange when they're talking about how the Phoenix was way older because it had erosion from rain. So before desertification, the making of the desert, so when it still rained there. So they're saying the Sphinx was way older than most commonly is said. So I always like to look at both sides of the story, right? So you got one side of the coin, the other side of the coin, and then the middle part we split. You say, I want to learn English to live in the USA. Great. Yes, learning English, you're going to be accepted a lot quicker into the USA, and people are going to respect you a lot more. And this is why I feel that desire to also learn Darija, because I know in my country, it's expected that, speak English, this is pretty common. I mean, there's always nice people, helpful people, but, you know how things go there. If you ask if the president or most people are going to say, oh, speak English, but if you go down streets in Chicago, there's so much diversity. It's truly a melting pot in America, and that's a beautiful thing. But the more people learn a language, the easier it's going to be. My great-grandparents emigrated from Italy to America about 100 years ago, and they really didn't know the language, and they didn't teach their kids Italian because they wanted them to speak English. So their kind of culture was lost within this Americanization process. And a lot of it's still the same. I believe we celebrate holidays. We still hold on to a lot of the Italian food. But when we move to a place, we lose a lot of our old cultures at times. So I'm hoping I'm not losing my English here. But I felt that need to show that I want to respect the country I'm in, that I am right now a guest, and to do my best here, I wanted to learn the language as a sign of respect and just what I can do to do my best here. Using English and French, it's an easier language. Yeah, English is cool. I'm way down with the English. French drools. English rules. French drools. So drooling is when you have the water coming out of your mouth when you're sleeping or food's really good. That trickle is a drool. Drool. And it kind of rhymes with rule, which is English rules. French drools. That's not true, but just easy way to remember it. We say these things when we're kids. Have you seen Tupac in Morocco? I did not see Tupac's hologram walking around Morocco, but I think I did see Elvis. We can try our English US question, and we try to answer. Okay, question for English. What is your favorite food? Let's see if you could get the sentence structure. So full sentence, don't just put the food. What is your favorite food in a full sentence? Thank you. Thank you, tagine. My favorite food is tagine. My favorite food is chicken, zhej. My favorite food is... How do you promote your Italian heritage? I traveled to Italy, and that was a way that I felt a connection to my Italian heritage. I went to the villages that my great-grandparents were from. The one in Sicily, my favorite food is tagine. Great. Well done. My favorite, no, favorite doesn't have an E. F-A-V, yes, like Samila, is fida bastila. I don't know what fida bastila is, but it sounds good. But yeah, to promote my Italian heritage, I would love to go to Italy for a couple months and learn the language. If I could go there and teach or even make YouTube videos and learn the language, this would be a way I could promote my own Italian heritage and hold on to that. I'm also descendant of German, Polish, Irish. Yes, I think that's it. And the Sicilian, my uncle got a blood test and he had like 1-2% North African from that Sicilian part. So I think I still got a little bit of that in me too. A little bit of North African blood. But as we studied in biology, they trace the DNA of the mitochondria all the way back to Africa. So we all got that little African DNA in us. Moroccan girls hot. Are Moroccan girls hot? Have you watched the Michael Jordan game in Chicago? I was just watching Michael Jordan on the TV when I was a kid, and I had a lot of fun with that growing up. I remember banging pots and pans when they got the championship, and it was a lot of fun. 23andMe or something like that was the DNA test. My favorite has an E. Favorite has an E at the end. My favorite food is pizza. And make the first letter big. The little M should be a big M. My favorite food is pizza, and put a period at the end, a dot. My favorite food is pizza. What are you doing in Morocco? Capitalize the W, put a question mark at the end. I am teaching English. Now, how did you manage to communicate at the beginning before you learned Darija? Do you know some French? I know zero French. I knew zero Darija, but I came to Tagazout, and in Tagazout, people speak a lot of languages, so it was easy to get around. I never had an issue. There's sometimes when you have frustrations and stuff, and you always wonder what people are talking about, and with that, it was okay, but motivated me to learn the language as well. And no, it was never an issue where I wasn't Tagazout, but some other places it could be. You really speak Darija well. I'm so surprised. I've ever been 3 years. Does your girlfriend live in Morocco? Yeah, I got some Amazigh blood, I'm sure. I'm losing my voice here. I'm talking a lot. This is a lot more than I usually talk in a hour-long yoga class or English class, because I try and speak less and have everyone else speak more, except in the yoga class. No one speaks, but we still have 117 people on here, 198 likes, so that's huge. We're 51 minutes in. This man speaks fluently English. U before the E is how you spell fluently. And capitalize the T, put a period. Have you done 23andMe DNA test? No, I have not. That'd be an interesting one to do. Remember, period at the end of the comments. Let's get the grammar going. My favorite food is pizza, period. Put the dot after pizza. Well spelled. You are happy in Morocco. Yes, I am happy in Morocco. 2 P's in happy, Happy. Ana Saeed hana Maghrib. Ana Farham hana Maghrib. I am happy here, Morocco. I am happy in Morocco. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to speak English. Yeah, great. Remember the period at the end of the sentence. Little thing, but it'll take you far. I'll do my best in the comments too. Thank you so much. Capitalized T, little period. I can learn you to speak. I can teach you. I teach. I can't learn you anything. I can teach you English, but I can't learn you anything. You learn yourself. I teach. I guide. I say, here is the water, but you need to drink the water. You don't drink like this. This is how elephants drink. Elephants have a trunk. You know, an elephant trunk and a car. Tonobile. Lor tonobile is a trunk. We call it a trunk in American English. In British English and Australian English, they call it a boot. And we also wear boots on our feet, right? We have rain boots, we have snow boots, we have hiking boots, we have moon boots. Those are the coolest kind of boots, moon boots. Where do you teach English? I teach English online. What's the name of the website? I want to book a lesson with you. That's a great idea. I could start my own independent thing right now. I'm just an independent contractor with China, but it'd be cool to open up lessons on a website for other places. Where is the Slovenian for? Where is the Slovenian? For is like, for what? In Spanish would say por para, like this glass is for water, or, oh, girl. She's taking a break right now. I need to drink whiskey and vodka because I love them. Capitalize the I and put a period at the end, and that's a good sentence. But it's, if you need to drink whiskey and vodka, you need help. We don't want to need these things, but when learning language, sometimes a little mejia doesn't hurt in learning the language, especially it could be uncomfortable when you're in a place and everyone's speaking a language you don't understand. A little liquor has always helped me when I was learning Spanish, not to promote drinking or anything, but it's helped in my learning of the language. Do you know Moroccan temple? I do not know Moroccan temple. But it's true, a little, And it just helps people talk more. People want to talk more. You'll talk more. You'll be less afraid of talking more. Again, not promoting anything, but it worked for me. What did you know about Morocco? What did I know about Morocco before coming here? Not before come here, before coming here. Just what I had read. I had read that it was like things to know before you go to Morocco is a book, and really all I remember from it was you guys don't have running gas and you have propane tanks, and that it's actually a pretty progressive place, and yeah, no one's getting pregnant with that comment. But it's a really, really good place. Like it seemed like a place I would want to go to from the book I read, but I don't know why. The only thing that I'm reminded of is propane. I read the whole book, and all I could think about is propane, like Hank Hill, propane. Do you love study the history? Do you love to study history? Yes, I love to study history. I took European history in high school, and I took USA history, but I never took a North African history. I had a history of Islamic studies in Al-Andalus, history of Spain when I was studying there, but I was studying more science and Spanish literature, but history fascinates me. I love to know. It teaches us so much about why things are the way they are, and why we speak the way we do, and why we eat the way we do, why we are where we are. And yes, I'm fascinated with history. Yes, I went to college, or as they call it in other countries, university. And as Asher Roth said, I love college. If you don't know that song, it was really popular when I was in college, and it's called I Love College. Lyrics are pretty simple. They're stupid, but they're about partying in college, and you might laugh at them. If you go and dig into understanding what these lyrics mean, it's quite interesting. That would be a good video sometime, is translating rap lyrics into common English for you guys to understand all the slang and everything. It could kind of be fun. You are genius, man. You are a genius. Use the article for a noun. A genius is a person. So you are a genius. Well, it depends how you're saying it. I think you're saying man like dude. Like you are a genius, man. But if you're, you can say that man is a genius. You are a genius, man. Yes, that works too. Are you fast this Ramadan? Did you fast this Ramadan? If not, why you make a vlog and share a vlog about it? I tried it one day, and I vlogged about my experience, and I explained that as a Muslim, it didn't feel right to be doing it all strict and stuff just for YouTube. I wanted to try it one day and share that experience and my thoughts reflected on it, and that's why I did that. To help teach people at home about what exactly happens here. And when I was growing up, Ramadan was like something exotic. We didn't know anything about it. We just knew we couldn't play football games during Ramadan, so we had to play at night or something. So I didn't know much about it growing up. There's few Muslims I went to school with, very intelligent. Samuel Haq, I'll always remember him, and he used to tell me all about it. Pak or Biggie. Pak or Biggie. Peace, man. I can't pick Pak or Biggie. I don't want to start any wars. I already stirred the pot with the video a couple days ago. I answered what cities I'd been into in Morocco earlier, if you check that out in the video. From Amsterdam, I need a Moroccan. And I need. What is your viewpoint about Morocco? Your Y-O-U-R. My viewpoint about Morocco, good place. Greeting from North Morocco. Greetings, 2 E's, or else it's gratings. I meant U.S. state, not Moroccan cities. Oh, I missed that question. What is the monthly cost to live there? I say I could get by simply on 5,000 dirham a month. I could live pretty simple. Am I going to get the vaccine? Only if I absolutely have to. Um, yeah, I like to travel a lot, and it looks like that's going to be the only way. And I've had dreams about this where it's weird. I have a lot of dreams, and they often show things in the future, and I don't understand them at the time until I get to a place, and it's like, oh, that was that. Like, for example, I used to dream of these big walls and like this kind of exotic dude like sitting on them in waves, and then I came to Morocco and I realized that was like K11 beach, and like then I saw it, but I'd seen it in my dreams, and it was a very memorable memory of a dream. So I have these dreams of traveling and a lot of hassle or checkpoints or delays and things that like take a long time. So uh, if my dreams ever tell me something, then yeah, there's going to be something like vaccines or checkups as I go, especially if I'm traveling to America, because that place is crazy at the moment. When can we be notified for the happy moment to be the Lord of family, please? Wow, wow, wow. That's a big question. We are not discussing that here. What's up, dude? What's your future project in Morocco? Project in Morocco, still projecting. Right now, everything's kind of on a pause because we're on a break here. I gotta get back to the United States to see what my next step will be, but we will see what is going on in. We'll see what's going on after that. I could see partnering with some people here to teach some yoga and also do some of these educational projects. I would love to travel around Morocco and continue to make videos of surfing and food and my experience of the culture for people in the US that can't travel, and for anyone in Morocco that likes to see these experiences. What is the best way to study English in your opinion? I answered this earlier. Immerse yourself in it, scroll back in the live stream, and try and find that moment I went into it. What are the countries that you want to visit? Ooh, I would love to go to Brazil one day, Chile, Peru. I want to go to South America and Central America and speak some Spanish down there. I want to go to USA and study in university. Capitalize the A. I want to go to USA and study in university. Yes, that'd be awesome. You would meet a lot of people, and studying English in the USA, you would learn a lot of English, and your English would probably have to be pretty good to begin with. But surround yourself in the English. It's the best way to remember. Where are you from in the States? Shy City, Chirac. She considered Casablanca. Yes, I plan to visit around Morocco after quarantine is over, as long as the borders are still shut. When the borders open, I will be leaving, as I am above my visa right now. When you'll have your next haircut? Maybe when I get 1 million subscribers, I'll get a haircut. Whenever people tell me to get a haircut, I just thought of this day, I'm going to start telling them, like, grow your hair out, because people always tell me, get a haircut, get a haircut. I worked in a high school. There would be students telling me, get a haircut. Teachers telling me, get a haircut. My grandma telling me, get a haircut. And I should just tell them all, you know what? Why don't you grow out your hair? Grow out your hair. Why don't you grow out your hair? It's the way we were created, you know? It's an expression of yourself. So I kind of like to grow it. I do look homeless sometimes. They'll give you cheaper meals at McDonald's sometimes. If you got this look and you put on some dirty pants, they'll like... I love your videos. Keep going. Thank you. We still have nearly 100 viewers on here, so I'm going a little bit of overtime. People who remove comments. You get to see Safi City. I've not been to Safi. Hopefully after this quarantine, I'll take a surf trip out there. Hello, friend. Hello, Mcconaughey. I wonder how many subscribers we're at right now. Can anyone check We started with about 5,000. Yeah, puffy hair, it's like whiskers, you know. There's stories in Native American lore or maybe even history where they had these code breakers for the Japanese during World War II. This may be fake history, this may be world history. I suggest you look it up because I'll tell the story, but maybe another way. The Indians, the Native Americans, they had this long hair, right? But when you go into the army to do the code breaking, they had to shave their heads. And when they shaved their heads, they lost some of their code breaking powers. So there could be a connection between beards and hair. I mean, look at all the wizards. Wizards always have long hair and beards. Not to get onto the magic topic again, as we did yesterday. What did that say about an American eagle? But yeah, hair is good. I like the hair. 5,120 subs. That's not bad. We've been on like an hour, so it's like 2 subs a minute. That's pretty good. Tom Hanks Castaway. We'll be going Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump very soon, inshallah. I am the captain now. Benefits of yoga, question mark. What are the benefits of yoga? People claim a whole wide range of benefits of yoga. For me, I found increased strength, flexibility, ability to control, observe my emotions, process my relations, find more calm, find more direction in my life, feel less fear, to explore my own consciousness, my own breath. And the benefits are kind of as far as you take them, you know. It prepares you for samadhi or enlightenment. So, I mean, if that's a benefit to you, then that's a path you can take to search for enlightenment. But there's many ways to enlightenment. Yoga just is one direction. After leaving country, get another name. That is what I've been doing. It's never been an issue to leave and to come back. Yes, I am not the normal USA citizen. You ask the average USA citizen to go live in Morocco, they're probably going to say no. They don't even leave the country in the first place. They're not going to go move to Morocco. A lot of people said they moved to Canada when Trump got elected, and no one did. It's funny, the grass is always greener on the other side. For me, I traveled when I was 19. I studied in Australia, and there I could see my own country from the outside for the first time, and that was a really interesting experience. I learned a lot about my own country. I was oblivious and ignorant to so many things, and just being outside, you could kind of look in again, and from this time, I was inspired to kind of live a different life and to explore what doors could open and what paths I could go instead of just going on this American dream, you know. You seem tired, drink some water. Do you consider yourself as a non-docking American eagle? A migrant bird for sure. I don't want to set up a dock anywhere. I would love to travel seasonally, you know, in the summer, go back to USA or travel a little bit and come back to Morocco in the winter. Udessel, that's what they say too. Doesn't need to be capitalized though, put a period at the end of the sentence. It just helps you process your body's energy better and observe it. So focusing on the breath is going to help with that. Stimulating as well to all the organs. Moroccan citizenship would be definitely in order if I'm to set up a business here and to continue to take things to the next step. Yes, I've seen the connection of prayer to yoga, meditation, and moves, and it's superior. I mean, people are doing it 5 times a day with dedication. Like, yeah, you don't need to do yoga then unless you're doing it for some more other aspects, such as you want to be more flexible for sport or to reduce your injury like that, or if you need something more. But for a lot of people, prayer it's good. All right, so I think we're gonna wrap up this chat unless anyone has any more questions, and I think we'll be having a 6,000 Q&A soon. Thank you for the support. The water is out, and the water bottle is the thing propping up this iPad. We're kind of low budget right now, we don't have a tripod or anything, but thank you for joining. I'm going to log out now. We'll have 6,000 Q&A coming up soon, I'm sure, inshallah. Thank you for all your support, and I really, really appreciate everyone joining in, commenting, liking. If you want to continue to learn English, these could be great opportunities. I love making corrections to the comments, asking questions, you respond. This is fun to have a dialogue with you guys, so let's continue. You came late. Wait for the 6,000 subscriber one. I am drinking now the whiskey. I am drinking whiskey now. Or now, comma, I am drinking whiskey. I am drinking whiskey now. أنا أشرب whiskey. Deba is now, I think. Dima always, Deba now. Gadi, see you. So نشوفوا selfie salina lafta galasher selfie saliti bislamat laftag. And for those of you that are leaving the really mean, not so nice comments, layadik. Bislama.